100 episodes, boys. We did it. We fucking did it. 100 episodes. And we're going to keep going. Let me tell you, boys. All right. So, getting back into it. We're going to be doing Surround Dead today. Okay? So, here, one sec. Let me set up my audio. Going to be doing a little Surround Dead, right? Just kind of letting some people funnel in. I got a bunch of stuff for us to go over, guys. We got a lot of memes today. Some memes I will speak on, and some I will let them speak for themselves. All right, let me get my chat up real quick, because I'm broke as fuck. I gotta do everything through my phone, man. Ooh. All right. So I tried doing Vane earlier, man, and it fucking crashed my computer. So, well, it didn't crash my computer. It crashed my stream. It cut my stream off. It cut everything off. Am I? Is this coming in bad? Dude. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a second. I just cleared my video cache earlier. We'll run a speed test. Fuck, man. All right, hope y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are doing well. Yeah, my speeds are fine. I don't get it. There we go. Okay. Let's see if that makes it better. David Moore, how you doing today, man? Never Lucky Rubber Ducky. What's going on, dude? Hope it's getting better. Yeah, Surround Dead is fantastic. I'm a big fan, dude. I'm a big fan. Tell me if this is getting better when it comes to, like, how choppy the video is. I don't know what's going on right now. So, it's doing the thing again. I don't know why. I just cleared my cache earlier. So, we'll see if this gets better. I think it's going to get better, though. Looks like it's getting better. All right. See, my game's running fine. Yeah. All right, I just needed to warm up, probably. See, I have 2 vehicles full of shit here now. And I gotta... $72D? Never heard of it. Yeah. So I'm right over here. Let's go. 7 Days to Die. No. I haven't. I've heard of it. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. I'm interested in it for sure. Look at this. I totally meant to do that. Let me tell you. gotta get the fuck out of here. Damn it. I'm goofing. Oh, yeah, dude, I'm totally down. For sure. I'd love to. I'm always down to pick up a new game, man. I've only been playing this for a couple days. Oh! Alright. Yeah, David, if you're in the Discord, man, hit me up. I'll get a Discord link up here in just a sec. It's my channel Discord, but... By the way, if nobody has seen what I posted in Discord, I can't... Oh, dude, I love old school RuneScape, bro. Old school RuneScape is the bomb, dude. I haven't played it in a few months. I actually picked it back up not too long ago, but... I just got distracted with other games, dude, and that's really what it came down to. My attention span is shit sometimes. It's like when I'm like cycling through different things to find for stream and to like pull stuff up and everything, it can be tough because like I'll get lost scrolling through like fucking reels and shit on my phone. It's bad, dude. That, do that, do that. Yes, dude, yeah. That was Alex Jones posted that shit, dude. Fucking hilarious, man. I can't talk about that on, you know, I can't show that on stream. That's fucking, like, absolute suicide when it comes to playing stuff on stream, you know? I got balls. They ain't that big. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to test the system. Because the system don't like me, apparently. Sell that. Got enough of those. Sell that. Sell that. Okay, we'll get back to this. I'll sell that and that. Okay. Saint Floyd or George Floyd are both acceptable answers. Let me keep all these mags so I can get rid of that. Put nothing there. Let me keep that. Get rid of these. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm gonna hold on to that rock. Alright. So, gonna rush in to... Oh, let's go to the wandering trader, see what he's got. See if he has anything good. There's another M2010. AR-15. M249. Okay, he don't have shit. Alright. Ah, night's fit soon. Fuck. Okay. I'm fucking loaded, man. I don't know what to say. Alright. Let's get to some action, huh? What up, Jared? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Got some news to get into. We're going to be getting to that in just a little bit. I just wanted to game for a second, kind of warm up, you know. I got sent home from work again, so I'm not working. So if anyone's out there and you got a little extra pocket change you can spare, would greatly appreciate it because I need to make up for what I'm not making at work right now. Alright, okay. Got a right and a left. Give me some action. Oh, shit. There's the mall. I already been here. Already cleared this out. There's a boss there. I could probably knock him out and see what he's got. Really didn't have shit, dude. Alright. Okay. 100 episodes, boys. Alright. I meant to do that. I don't know if they're going to be unfriendly to me. Okay, we're good. Alright. I know, dude. I totally meant to do that, by the way. I know, dude. I wish points translated into, like, loot. You know what I mean? It's like you land a sick flip trick or something, you can Get some extra loot in the game. That'd be fantastic. Wish in one hand, shit in the other. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about American politics right now. So, we'll see where that goes. But we got plenty to talk about today. Let me tell you. All right? I don't need any more cloth. All right, there's nothing worthwhile here. See, I could kill these friendly scavengers and loot them, but I don't really want to, because they typically don't really have too much, man. You know? Ooh, I'll take that. I'll come back to that. There's really nothing here. Bunch of trash. I need good loot, man. High tier crates. That's what we're in this for, boys. We're in this for the high tier crates. Bubba, you can't have any of that, Bears. You need to back off, okay? What up, Corey? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, dude. Welcome in. I got a bunch of stuff planned for us today. Let me get out of here real quick. Charlie, hold on, guys. Leave it alone. That's got a bunch of garlic in it, but you can't eat that. I'll fuck you up. Yo, if dogs could have garlic, I would give him all sorts of garlicky foods. But that shit can shut their kidneys down and kill him, dude. Fuck that. He's just going to have to go without. He's spoiled enough as it is. Right, yeah. Exactly. You go, don't yell at him, and it's like, bro, it's his life, you know? You guys went trick-or-treating, bro? How'd it go? The kiddies get some good stuff? That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, I remember there was this chick I used to work with. I can't remember her name now. She's fucking annoying. But there was this chick I used to work with, and she's one of those people where, like, they always hound someone for, like, shit that they say, right? Like, and not even, it's like stupid shit, too. Not even, like, stuff that's worth hounding someone over. And so I would just always say the most heinous shit around her, especially when it pertained to Charlie, you know? And she'd be like, is Charlie spoiled? And I'd be like, no, I barely feed him. You know? And like, that's not true at all. If you guys, I can't remember what her name was, dude. She was annoying. She had a really nice butt, though. That's the only thing I can remember about her. But, she was just really fucking annoying. And she would always go on these long diatribes. Just your typical bullshit. And like, you know, none of the stuff that I said was true. Yeah, right, exactly, Corey, yeah. Yeah, but like, Charlie, come here. Come here. Come here, Bubba. Just so y'all can get like an idea. Come here, buddy. Hold on. Come here, Bubba, come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here, come here. Come on. Does this fat little fuck look like he barely eats ever? Look at this guy. I mean, he's not fat, really. He's more like thick, because he's got to walk upstairs all the time. But, I mean, this little bastard eats like a king. I feed this little fucker chicken. I feed him all sorts of stuff. And that's all. Look how big he is. He's not really even fat. Like, you know, I call him Fat Boy sometimes, but it's just like a nickname that I've given him. You know what I mean? You're fine, Bubba. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. What, you want a butt scratch? But he eats like a fucking king, dude. He doesn't go without at all. I promise. Just, you know, since like it's a really big thing with streamers and animal abuse going on right now, I want to be very clear. No shot callers, no abuse. He eats. I go hungry before he does, okay? So he's doing just fine. I want to make that very, very clear. All right. You know, I wasn't even in the market for a pug when I got him. It was actually my ex-girlfriend had a French bulldog. And I was looking for an English bulldog. They're like bigger, you know. Like the Spike from Tom and Jerry. Like that's the kind of dog that I wanted to get. It's one of those big, kind of bumbly face. They're fucking sweet dogs, man. They really are. But, okay, here's a construction site. We should have some good stuff here, huh? Alright. But, just big, bumbly, like, old English bulldog. And, I was going to buy one from Texas, because I was making pretty decent money during COVID. That's, like, it's one thing I can say, you know. Yeah, Uga from UGA. Yeah, exactly. And, so, by the way, I'm really fucking mad at my Bulls today, bro. Like, so I'm a USF fan, and, man, they've been looking so good all fucking year, and then for them to choke in the last quarter the way they did today, bro, is heartbreaking. I'm still a USF fan. But damn, son. Do you have to drop the ball that hard? Like, no pun intended. Fuck. You know what I mean? They were on a roll. They were whooping the shit out of Memphis. And that was like our toughest game all season. You know what I mean? Hey, Churchill would be a good name for an English Bulldog, bro. That's a great name for an English Bulldog. Possibly the best ever. No one's ever had a name that good for a Bulldog before. Hey, Oregon's good, man. Isn't it crazy how much Marcus Mariota fell? This shit's wild, dude. He's a second-string quarterback in the NFL. He was such a beast in college, man. All right. If I can't find, like, some excitement I've just done so much already on this run, dude. I might as well call it. Yeah, he was, no doubt. It's just one of those damn how the mighty have fallen, you know what I mean? I was a big fan of him when he was playing for Oregon. Okay. Boys. I'm gonna try that Vane game again. So you know, I got early access, which is cool. But what I'm thinking is, at least right now, there's just too many bugs. I mean, that shit crashed my stream earlier, you know? So, before I really even try to play it, I want to make sure that, you know, like, it'll run smoothly, because, I mean, you know, you can't have a stream that keeps shutting down. There's just nothing here, dude. Alright. Alright, we'll go ahead and save it. We'll start getting back into the news. Oh, yeah, Megabonk's great, dude. I finally beat Tier 3, bro. I just need to get that Curse Tome up to level 20. I love that game, dude. It is awesome. What up, Jess? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. Let me get this up real quick. Okay. So this is something that I wanted to cover. I figured this would be a good thing to talk about, right? So remember how people were saying that Alberta doesn't actually want to join the United States. None of that shit's true. It's all a lie. Whatever, yada, yada. Well, take a look-see here. This is live, mind you.
Politely called out at the United Nations recently, calling out the green energy scam that unfortunately our premier has been paying lip service to. With all this nonsense, net zero.
It's going to pan over to the crowd. It's going to pan over to the crowd here in a second. The crowd is fucking massive. It's amazing.
Alberta oil. Oh, you know, we'll have a pipeline, but we've got to build a giant carbon sucking machine called Pathways Alliance so we can suck CO2 out of the air that our farmers, our forests, our wildlife all need to thrive. They're going to take the CO2 away from our environment and our farmers so that Carney might deign to give us a pipeline. Enough. Enough. We are governed by complete morons. Does anybody remember this? Don't you know that all your Ontario oil comes through the States from Alberta? Oh. I mean, we are being governed by morons. You know, the gibbering Gibault, you know, the former climate change minister, who's now the minister in charge of shutting down the internet and censoring all of us, right? Didn't even know that there wasn't a cross-Canada pipeline, even though that idiot had been fighting pipelines for years as an eco-terrorist.
Listen, so if Alberta, Canada was to join the United States, it would be the 4th largest economy state-wise in the country. This in Saskatchewan is where Canada gets all of their fucking money from, all of their tax dollars. That's why these people are getting pissed off, because these other provinces in Canada aren't actually, like, nutting up to the fucking bill, right? They're not taxing these people. So ideally, we're going to reach a point where Alberta will join the United States. And I think if Alberta and Saskatchewan did, we don't need money though. I'm fucking good with it, dude. I'm good with it. Stammy, what's up, dude? Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Here, I'm gonna go ahead and open up the Discord. Anybody who wants to jump into the Discord, we're Watershed Live, guys. Watershed Live. Come on and jump in with me, okay? Would love to talk to you guys about some stuff. I got a bunch of shit to go over here. Yeah, 100%. I get that. I get that. But Alberta isn't like, they understand what getting fucked by the tax system means, right? They're going through it right now. That's why they're going, yo,
Hello?
we want the fuck out. What up, man?
Bro, you all right?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Good, man. I had to pull you out of here last night.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you were sleeping in here or something.
Oh, shit. My bad, buddy.
No, you're good. You had like some YouTube info that you were streaming in here, so I booted you out, so it wasn't showing it anymore.
Cool. Yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I do that, and thank you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
I appreciate
What
that.
you watching?
So Alberta is right now rallying for an independence movement, and what they're talking about is splitting away from Canada in general, which is fantastic. Really? Yes, absolutely. Wow. See, people were talking about how this was all bullshit and people didn't actually want to do this and yada yada, and that's not the case. These guys actually want to do this. You know what I mean? So here, I'll go ahead and share my screen.
Are they going to become Americans?
Potentially. They wouldn't get fucked as bad, let me tell you.
Annex off, we buy Canada, Alberta, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, without letting them vote. I'm down with that, Never Lucky. That makes sense. We just get their money and they get... What up, Doomerang? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in.
Terrorist with Greenpeace. This is who we are being governed by in Canada. And there is only one solution, that is to get Alberta the hell out of Canada and become an independent country.
I'm echoing?
I thought it was. Maybe I'm wrong. Don't ignore me.
Oh, I think it's just the speakers coming off the thing. Yeah. Because everything's coming into my headphones. It's not coming out of my soundbar anymore.
You're good.
Something else I want people to reflect on. I think some of you may know that Mitch and Dennis and I have been traveling to the U.S. and meeting with the Trump administration at a very senior level.
Yep. Oh, they really are, bro. Yeah, they're talking about jumping in with the USA.
There is ample support, if not enthusiastic support, for this project.
Hell yeah.
Ample support, enthusiastic support for Alberta becoming an independent country.
Like, okay, just for the perspective, if Alberta were to jump from Canada and gain independence from Canada, that would cripple their fucking economy.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, what up?
What's up, guys?
What up, dude? Good to see you. How you feeling today, man?
Oh, I'm feeling a lot better.
Good,
Swelling's
dude, good.
kind of gone down on my left side.
Good. I'm glad to hear that, man.
How's it going, guys?
What up, Ducky? Good to see you, man. Welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Guys, 100 videos, dude. This is my 100th fucking video, bro.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah, man. This is awesome, dude. I didn't know if I was going to stick around for this long, dude, but I definitely have, and it's definitely been worth it, bro. I got to meet y'all. I've been able to do my thing. You know what I mean? It's been fantastic. I'm a big fan of the whole streaming thing, but 100 videos, man. I didn't think I was ever going to post 100. It's fucking wild, dude. But But yeah, dude, so if Alberta were to jump out of Canada, it would fucking cripple their economy. I mean, like, that's like I said, it's Alberta and Saskatchewan where they get most of their tax money from. So if they were to jump out, Mark Carney's going to go, hey, Trump, what do you want me to do? You know what I mean? I'll do it. It'll be over. So
I'm gonna be honest. That's most of their resources too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
most of their raw resources,
mhm.
like oil, minerals.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oop. Sorry, I got to grab some
It's
water.
a big change. I didn't even know nothing about this.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, well, see, people have been talking about it for a while, but everyone was like, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Well, everyone who was a dissenter now stands corrected. This shit is it's in the works, bro. It's in the
Because
works.
it was a meme, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, ha ha ha! Look how bad they're treating you. Come over here, we'll make it way better." And then they're like, "Really?" And then like half of America was like, "Why not?"
Yeah.
Right.
It would help our
Why
economy.
not? They've done it before. It's not like this is a new thing where pieces of a country have broken off, or you know what I mean.
Well, okay. And then I don't know if have you guys seen the video that I posted in the Discord? I can't play that on stream.
Yeah, I saw it. That was great.
In the back chat?
No, not in the back chat. It's I posted it in the memes channel in the Plebeian Watershed. If you get a second, either like during the stream or later, go check it out if you're in the Discord. It is fucking hilarious. All right. Map of Canada. Okay. So, all right. So Alberta and Saskatchewan, these two right here, they are. Can you pull the actual fucking video up, or the map here? I'm just pull it up on maps. Fuck it. Okay. This is Alberta. Here's Alaska. If Alberta jumps ship, I can promise you, BC and Yukon are going to jump into. Saskatchewan's going to come right next. Because they're going to know that the second Alberta leaves, their economy's going to crash. That's it. Alberta is where all of the money in Canada comes from. If they jump ship and join the United States, like they're rallying for right now, like they've been talking about right now, their legislators, their fucking political leaders in Alberta are talking to the Trump administration right now. If they were to do that, the economy in Canada will collapse. Because the Northern Territories don't do shit. The Yukon really doesn't do shit. Ontario's good. Ontario brings in money, but not enough to support the rest of the country. They don't bring in as much money as Alberta. Newfoundland. You know what I'm saying? So, Alberta, if Alberta is to jump ship, Chase, I might post one later. I'm not really like trying to bring a bunch of people on today, but
I will say it'll also make industrializing Alaska so much more easier because it'll give us the ability to be able to traverse from America without having to enter Canada. We'll be able to like start bringing infrastructure into like Alaska so much easier.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying, right? Is like, you know, if Alberta goes, BC and the Yukon are going to go right after them. Because they're going to be able to monetize America bringing stuff in through Alaska.
Yep.
They're going to be able to make money off of that. Why the fuck wouldn't they at that point? Because they're going to be starved for federal funding. You know what I mean?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like if I have a job, right? Let's say I have a job, okay, and I'm making money off of that, and I have someone else who is offering me a better job, and they're going to take less money out of my checks. What up, Kokoshuko? Welcome in, dude. Good to see you. Good to see you. Calvin, welcome in, dude. So we're talking about a bunch of different shit right now, Calvin. Right now we're talking about this Alberta independence rally. These are Alberta politicians that are actually working towards... Why do we do this to our allies? This is one the reason I dreaded a Trump presidency. He would agitate our allies. Who gives him that right? Trump didn't do any of this. Alberta's
I
pissed
think
off
this
at the
is-
Canadian government. That's why they're choosing to do this.
I think this is a huge response to Trudeau, because if I'm not mistaken, I think this was also happening under the Biden administration. Like, I want to say there was significant talk of Alberta kind of going on their own
Yeah.
during 2021 and 2022.
Bro, they're getting fucked by Ottawa. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they're getting fucked by their whole country.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because they're the
Ottawa is like
backbone.
Canada's DC, right? Like, that's like the central hub of the government there.
True.
So,
Yeah.
so like they're getting fucked by their government. They're the highest grossing province in Canada. They have the highest taxes. They get completely used by the Canadian government, and they're getting tired of it. Trump didn't have anything to do with this, Calvin. The Canadian government is the proprietor of this entire orchestration right now, dude. They're the ones who did it. No one put the bug in their ear. They're going to Trump because they're like, hey, bro, fuck this. We don't want to be a part of this anymore.
And I don't blame them.
Yeah, neither do I. You know
There's
what I'm
only so
saying?
much bullshit you can put up with. Like, it gets to a point to where when you're the backbone of your country and you're having to kind of be the financial front of a large portion of your country, yet you have little to no representation. I mean, people are going to rebel. People are not going to like that.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, like, and that's why, perfect case in point, right? If we needed California so damn much in this country, why wouldn't Trump be folding under everything they ask for?
Yep.
Why is he pushing the bill? Because we don't fucking need him all that much. That's the thing. If you were to take all of the federal funding out of California, their entire economy collapses in that state. I'm not saying we should do that, right? What I'm saying is, like, it's a bluff they're playing. The bluff they're playing is, we're a big economy, so you need to submit to what we have to say because we're bringing money into the country.
Yep.
When really what they're doing is they're buying foreign goods and then brokering them out to American manufacturers. That's basically how California grew so big, right? It's the first state you hit coming from China. Anyway, so it's been great seeing this.
I know
This is a
some members
massive
of our
rally, by
movement
the way.
favor the
If it
51st
pans over,
state.
you'll see how
We
many
are not
fucking
a
people are out
51st
here.
state movement. We are an independent Alberta movement. The members of the U.S. administration that we're speaking to, they know that. There are no designs to turn Alberta into the 51st state. At our last meeting, one of them pointed out, it's like,
Yeah.
the other thing was, and you guys might find this funny, I did, we were all joking around about President Trump making fun of Trudeau and, smacking Carney like the stupid little puppy that he is from time to time when he tries to pee on the carpet.
Oh my God.
But making jokes
Bro, he is holding no punches back, dude.
He is literally sending it, dude.
That's what I'm saying, bro. These people fucking hate the Canadian government.
about Canada becoming the 51st state. And of course, we all laughed around the table because we all went, oh yeah, who the hell would want Quebec? We have enough trouble with them in Alberta. We don't want that. So everybody that we're talking to is very clear on what we want. We want a free and independent Alberta. Now, in terms of getting us to that goal, and I think when you look at this, the sea of blue flags waving across this plaza today, everybody here is asking you to do some things. Next time I go to an Oilers game or go to Oilers Plaza, I want to see a sea of Alberta flags waving. I want people cheering for Alberta, not standing for the Canadian national anthem that has failed us so badly. There's some journalist wrote, oh, well, Alberta independence isn't a serious thing. I'll start.
Hold on, Calvin, I have to address that. That is what every big billionaire business person does. When they take a loss, they don't pay taxes. That's what happens. It's how the tax code is written. It's not taking advantage of the tax system. That's how the tax system works. See, remember when I said that you're left of center? It's when you say shit like that, not pay his fair share. I mean, that system has been on the books for decades, well before Trump was a millionaire. And every person who makes a shitload of money utilizes it the exact same way, Calvin. Okay?
Well, do you remember the 2016 debates where Trump and Hillary were on stage together, and Hillary talks about how he doesn't pay his fair share in taxes, and he says, "Well, then why did you make the system allow me to do this?" Like,
right?
Everyone has a problem with Trump doing it, but the thing is, the system wasn't designed for Trump. Trump just used the system the way it was already designed.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, and here's the thing. Here's like this. Like, I'm a staunch capitalist. Okay, here's the thing. I mean, it's in his tax returns.
Yep.
Remember how that was such a big deal for him to release those?
Yep.
Like that. Every business person does it. If I go to work for a year straight and end up losing money at the end of the year, guess what? I don't pay any fucking taxes.
Yep.
If my expenditure exceeds the amount of money that I make, when it comes to a business dealing, I don't pay taxes.
Yep.
Like that's just
and why should you?
Very simple. And if he didn't pay taxes illegally, why hasn't the IRS thrown him in jail? I mean, that'd be tax fraud, right?
Yep.
Like, they would have gotten him on that quick, let me tell you. The IRS does not fuck around. That's how
that stuff in. He has to send that stuff into the IX information. They know all the stuff these politicians are preaching that Trump's trying to hide.
Yeah. But that's
and to be fair,
basically
I'm radical when it comes to that. Because, I mean,
I
look at people like John McAfee and stuff like that who were even worse than Trump when it came to paying taxes.
Yeah.
And I would say to a certain point, I don't think not paying taxes is that evil of some crime. I think, we kind of have to pay taxes. But if you avoid paying taxes, I don't look at you as some evil billionaire that's trying to destroy our country. No, you're just like most people. You try and get out of having to pay the extra dollar.
Right. 100%. But, we've kind of digressed on this enough, I think. Albertans are pissed. They hate their government, and they're trying to gain independence, right? They're getting fucked by Ottawa, and they're done getting fucked by Ottawa. That's, the thing that always got me was how there was this notion when, like, the Canadian tariffs first came out that, like, Canada is some, like, poor, innocent country. They never do anything wrong. They're just so nice and Canadian, and we're just tariffing them. We're just bullying them. We're just being big bullies and tariffing Canada. That's not what's happening. They're making hand over fist in American trade, right? Like, and that's the government. That's not, like, the everyday people. The everyday people are making money, don't get me wrong, through trade with America, but, like, the government's making insane amounts of money through the tariffs that they have on us. So, if Alberta dips out from the Canadian government, the British Columbia and the Yukon are going to follow close second. I promise you that. And they don't want that because that's Vancouver. That's a big city there. You know what I mean? So, anyway, want to do a little bit of coverage of what's going on over in Portland and Chicago right now. I'm gonna actually not play any sound, because isn't it funny how, like, liberals love to drop those non-TOS friendly words when they're getting video cam rioting and shit. All the words that they say you're a bigot if you say them, all the words that we're not allowed to say online because of them, they love to scream that shit so you can't share them online. They love it. They do it all the fucking time.
Whether they know they're doing it or not.
No, well, they do. They do.
Yeah, most of them do.
Yeah, that's like that. That is the liberal slogan: rules for thee, not for me. That's how they operate. You need to follow rules. I don't.
True.
That's why it's totally cool to punch a Nazi.
I'd hide that chat too, just in case, bro.
Fair. Good
Yeah.
point, brother. Good point. Oh, Emmett's streaming. Cool, man. What up, James? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Welcome in. So I'm going to keep this running. I know there's really not much going on right now. It's getting dark out, so now is the right time to start getting into these kind of things. But we'll see it escalate tonight. I'm interested. It's just something I wanted to pull up real quick. So, all right. Liberal Hive Mind, he posted a video earlier. Definitely interested in this new website that he's coming out with. Not trying to just necessarily plug him, but I wanted to just take a look through this video because the Portland police are actively engaging with federal officers in Portland. Like alongside of Antifa.
What?
Really strange turn of events that we're seeing happen over there. I mean, this police chief over there is a fucking joke, by the way. Hold on, dude. Wait. Hold on, dude. Wait.
Worse is the institutional support behind Antifa. These corrupt politicians who are running these cities that have clearly essentially weaponized their police departments, in this case the Portland Police Department, to run defense and cover for Antifa as they continue their attacks on federal agents. And obviously Portland Police is the poster child in this. Second place is probably Chicago. It's obvious what's happening. Portland Police is clearly actively working to sabotage ICE agents and their efforts. They'll claim that actually it's policing, it's prop strength, but it is sabotage. That is the reality. And it seems like the feds are absolutely fed up. We got chaos again outside the ICE facility in Portland. And in this viral video, it seems like Portland police actually aided in the escape of an Antifa.
What did that person do?
They're shining something in the... They're hiding behind the sign. And they're running for cover behind Portland police. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me.
It's kind of wild. Shoot everybody else to shoot one person.
The bullets you got, come on!
They were trying to shoot a guy that was running away.
You just saw it there. Antifa terrorists doing what they've been preparing for the last couple of weeks. I'm sure you guys have seen the reports. They've been purchasing high-powered flashlights as well as lasers in an effort to blind these...
Hold on. Is my stream really choppy right now? Can you guys see this?
You're having a bit of roboting going on. I don't know if it's mine or yours.
Dude, no, it's definitely mine. I don't understand what's
I
going
might just
on.
have too many apps open. I have issues like when I'm on OBS if I have way too many tabs open or like too many like programs running.
See, I just cleared my cache earlier. I don't understand why it's doing that.
Do you need that Logi
See, now-
capture thing open?
Now it's, yes, I do. That's my camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's an old fucking piece of shit camera. Not a piece of shit necessarily. It's just not good. Oh, okay. So Kokoshiko says it's smooth to him.
Yeah, it must be just being here on Discord.
Okay. Okay, that might be it. Yeah, Discord's pretty
That's fine.
fucking...
As long
pretty
as it's going
harsh.
through on there, I don't care.
Yeah. If it's smooth to me, I think we're good.
ICE officers or interfere with some of the helicopters that have been flying in the sky, and that's exactly what was happening there. It's essentially an assault tactic, and as DHS marks that assailant with pepper balls, the Portland police officers do nothing to help. If anything, they're providing cover. They created a wall for the Antifa terrorists and then allowed the assailant to simply run away. It's complicity by neglect. And here's the DHS agent.
Right, Doomerang, exactly. They are all dressed the exact same way. It's not a bunch of everyday people coming out in their fucking Sunday clothes. It's a bunch of people in all black with fucking gas masks on, and those respirators probably cost about $80 to $90 a piece. And these people don't have fucking jobs. Where are they getting the money to do this? Right?
Who got frickin' pissed in the street, and I do not blame him.
You should be allowed here with us.
No, nobody told us anything, so we're standing there. We don't know what's going on.
Oh my God, is this the
So it's just like she's literally running behind you guys. And we don't know why she's running. So.
Quote, she's literally running behind you guys. Exactly. They're basically acting as a human shield, a security assaulting these ICE agents. And it's not just the passive shielding. No, now it seems these left-wing police forces, they're taking it to a whole other level, this happening across the country, now actively targeting the feds with their investigations instead of the radical leftists causing chaos and wreaking havoc on the streets. I got a clip here from Nick Sorter, and we'll just take a look.
So he tried to get in my face and try to make it a fight. I'm not a fighter. I'm not a 19 officer. Put your hands on me, that's going to be a problem. But at the end of the day, I'm peacefully protesting. I'm peacefully showing going on. I got a reputation, I got respect. I interviewed everybody down here. I interviewed the police, everybody down here about why they down here, what they down here for. My name is Ted City. I have an Instagram. My Instagram is gamer_Michael.
Thank you, man.
What the heck?
The other people that were sprayed. There's one block north of Lowell.
So while Portland police refuses to arrest these Antifa people, actually speaking of Nick Sorter, in the case of Nick Sorter, when he got assaulted, they arrested him instead of the assailants, as they're providing shield for these people, shining beams into these ICE officers' faces and eyes. It seems behind their line of defense, what their actual focus is on, is gathering evidence against federal officers. They're not building cases against the rioters who are assaulting the agents. No, they're building cases on the agents. And that's really the shift in rhetoric that we've seen with all these left-wing politicians. New York City, after the ICE raid on Canal Street, you got top politicians there now calling to, quote, film ICE and create a database to track ICE action, to release it publicly, and eventually to try to prosecute these ICE agents. And I'm sure you guys have seen all the videos surfacing all over social media of left-wing politicians calling to prosecute ICE, claiming there's going to be legal prosecutions when they retake the White House against federal agents. So again, while you've got these leftists assaulting, harassing ICE agents, we've seen murders of ICE agents, attempted murders, ambushes, over 1,000% increase in violent attacks against ICE. Democrat politicians are focused not on deterring said violence and extremism, not on going after the bad actors, but on criminalizing the guys who are enforcing laws, in a sense sanctifying the rioters. And now they want to expose them, they want to film them, they want to create a database, they want to expose their location, which again, by the way, the last left-wing app that was tracking ICE, the last ICE Tracker app, led to a mass shooting at an ICE facility where 2 migrants were shot. Actually, I think 3 were shot, 2 dead, don't remember exactly, something along those lines. And yet here we have top Democrats, the Democrat apparatus, now moving to take it to a whole other level and make it official.
Over the course of the next couple of weeks, the Oversight Committee will be launching on their website a master ICE tracker, where we're going to be essentially tracking every single instance that we can verify that the community will be able to send us information on, and it'll be all available in information as it relates to Los Angeles as well.
They want to film, they want to dox, and they want to prosecute these federal agents. Because apparently the guys enforcing the law, yeah, those are the bad guys. First of all, the state judicial system and state-level law enforcement does not have jurisdiction over federal officers, so the whole premise is completely whack to begin with. And secondly, again, the narrative is backwards. The idea that these ICE officers are the bad guys. Meanwhile, look what's happening on the streets of Portland continuously. Oh, just casually firebombing ICE agents. Again, these are the peaceful protesters that the leftist power apparatus is sanctifying, defending, claiming are the good guys. No wonder these DHS agents are frickin' pissed off. I would be too. The whole thing is backwards. I mean, how else can you describe it? This is left-wing politics in a nutshell. Completely, utterly backwards. What an absolutely twisted worldview. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right. So that's what we got for that. Dude, absolutely insane, bro. Like, these people are so fucking crazy, dude. I don't understand it. It makes no sense to me at all.
That revolutionary ideology that keeps on sweeping through.
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy, man. And it's just escalating. It's just escalating. That's all it's doing, right? By the way, all of these tabs here are some pretty good memes. Let me tell you. We're going to get into these. Some of them I'm going to comment on. Some of them I'm not. Let me just say that. Okay. So this guy, Warren Smith, right? I've been seeing his videos pop up in my feed a lot. I've never actually watched this guy. I can't say that I've actually sat down and watched any of his videos, but
Some. I think I've seen like 2 or 3 that he has with Jordan, that he talks about the Jordan Peterson and the Alex O'Connell stuff. Like more religious stuff.
yeah. So this is a video he just dropped yesterday about Andrew Wilson exposing Luke Beasley's shocking ignorance live on Tim Pool. So I'm interested to see what exactly he means by this, right? So let's get into this. Little bit of debate, debate content, yeah.
When Andrew Wilson sits down, neither of these two guys know what hit them.
Why are you calling him a fascist then, Luke? If you're not prepared to defend it.
Luke Beasley has no idea what fascism actually means.
You call him that, Luke. Why do you call him that unless you can defend it?
He is called in the media a fascist over and over and over again for 10 years.
And he calls him that.
And the vast majority of people who throw this word around do not know what it actually means.
Yeah, they don't.
Anti-democratic, whatever label you use. I just don't care about getting that bogged down.
Can you defend that he's a fascist or not, Luke?
I absolutely have had that discussion a bunch of times.
That's not what I asked you. Can you repeat my question?
He's going to try and avoid it and say, look, let's not get bogged down in definitions.
We can debate that particular label. I've noticed when I've watched past debates among MAGA folks, the benefit, or at least what they seem to thrive off of, is getting real into the weeds on a particular semantic debate. That's less relevant to me than going through the specifics of why I might call him that.
In order to analyze whether what he did...
Wait. Okay, so he actually just, he said, I don't want to get bogged down with the semantics of a debate, but rather why I would actually call him that. That's fucking semantics.
He's trying to avoid. Like, I'm pretty sure I seen this one when it came out a couple months ago, and he's trying to avoid giving a definitive definition because he knows Andrew's going to paint every former president as fascist, and so he's trying to keep the definition from having a pinpoint, precise, I guess, definition to it.
Yeah, it's amorphous.
He's scared.
I thought there was an actual definition to it, like Giovanni Gentile's book on fascism basically states that the person who gets their power derived from the state and is no longer an individual, no longer gets their rights from gods, but expresses their will through the state and the individuality, kind of like how they forced the majority of how people wanted the things to go inside of Italy. And that's how fascism was started. It was an idea, a concept, rather than a definition.
Yeah.
That's what Andrew frames it as. Like he talks about he talks about his was it is the guy's name Giovanni, the first person that wrote about it?
Gentile. Yeah, he wrote Fascismo. Yeah.
He talks about that, and then but they're using the, I guess,
the new definition.
Yeah, they're using the new colloquial definition, which applies it to an emotional feeling state where it's like, no, it's this, it's that. It's when people do this against you, and that's not what fascism is.
and they want to frame it as like like it can only apply to the right wing, and so that's why they use the colloquial definition, because if they used the other definition, then it could apply to anyone that fits that framework.
Right.
Well, it's because the new definition is authoritative. You know, that's how they apply it.
Doomerang says, bro, using fascism all the time is appropriating my culture. Hell yeah, dude. That's hilarious.
But this was a Weasley debate. I will say, if I remember this one correctly, especially not so much Luke, but the because Luke engages in a Weasleyness, but the other guy really engages in some Weasley behavior.
Who? Andrew?
This is because if I'm not mistaken, this is a 2v2 debate.
Oh, was it? Okay.
I think there was 4 people in this debate with Andrew. It was Andrew and another guy versus Luke and kind of a chunkier looking dude.
That makes sense. Someone like me.
Yeah, it's a little bit more chunkier than you.
Yeah, fair. All right, let's get back to it.
Falls under fascism. We have to know what fascism means.
So when you go, Trump's a fascist, yeah, it's very important that you clarify exactly what that means, why it means that, what the historic standard is that you're providing against
But I'm
that.
saying that debate is an interesting one. Distract from that with just really abstract
From your
label
lies.
discussions.
Andrew points out definitions are important, especially if you are going to weaponize the term.
Hang on, Luke. Semantics
Regardless
are
of the
super
label.
important to a debate for a reason. It's so that we have clarity in what we're actually talking about.
He's going to do what most people do and claim, well, fascism is just rejecting democracy.
Yeah, one of the key tenets.
According to who?
Scholar ever, and the definition.
This is what stupid people sound like when they don't have a response. Well, just every scholar ever, every definition ever has said this.
I'm asking, according to who?
Yeah, sure, read it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So they pull up a Wikipedia article.
Yeah.
Far right, authoritative. No. Pull up Giovanni Gentile.
Andrew Wilson is not pointing this out to defend fascism. He's pointing this out to expose that Luke Beasley has no idea what he's talking about. He's actually going to the source, Giovanni Gentile, which actually disproves exactly what Luke is saying here.
The fascist state, on the other hand, is a popular state, and, in that sense, a democratic state par excellence.
And this guy does a really good breakdown, if you want to check it out, tracing it all the way back to the ancient Greeks, the evolution of the philosophy.
Its philosophy, actual idealism, developed by Giovanni Gentile, said that man is a spiritual, communal being who shapes reality in his mind.
There are other things to disagree with in this original definition, and most people do not know this.
Gentile? I thought it was Gentile. When did we cite him?
Wait, I'm sorry. Is reading a Wikipedia article proof of your position?
The word fascism itself means trade unionism, syndicalism, and fascism is defined as the totalitarian, cooperative, and ethical state. The final collectivist synthesis of nationalism, syndicalism, and actualism.
I'm opposed to collectivism myself. That's where I diverge with it. The fasci, the bundle of sticks that cannot be broken together.
According to Marx, the individual as such is not real. Only the social individual is real.
What the Nazis did was different than the original philosophy of fascism.
When you say Trump's a fascist, I think that's hyperbole. Would you? Because I don't think you actually think he's a fascist. I think that you just think fascism means authoritarianism. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You don't care about it.
And people throw around this definition of fascism when really they're talking about Nazism.
I think you're actually using hyperbole when you're talking about fascism in general. So when Trump uses it, when Trump uses hyperbole, when Trump is speaking this way, Trump bad. When you're speaking this way, that's fine.
And he's trying to point out the hypocrisy because they're engaged in using hyperbole.
Rules
when
for
they
thee, not
throw
for
around the
me.
term fascism. Hyperbole would be tweeting something about Jimmy Kimmel and how you think he's...
Canada can do whatever the fuck they want. If Alberta wants to go independent from the Canadian government, great. I support them. We need to fucking focus on ourselves, though. First and foremost. Fuck every other country right now. Seriously.
Sucks. Versus, I'm going to use the office of the president to force Jimmy Kimmel off of the airwaves, which we can logically prove he did not do. How? Because Jimmy Kimmel is still on the airwaves. He did not do. How? Because Jimmy Kimmel is still on the airwaves.
Is it good or bad to threaten the media based on my principles, which value democracy?
What do you mean threaten the media?
So Trump has repeatedly called for like investigations into reporters, into media outlets. He believes that the business licenses of like ABC and CBS, MSNBC, he says, should be pulled. I mean, you don't see these sorts of threats from the Democratic Party.
Really? We don't? What?
Hey, lib boy, get it right. It's MSDNC, not MSNDC. Okay. If you're going to quote, get your fucking quotes right.
About Facebook with Mark Zuckerberg, he came out and confirmed all this. What about censorship around COVID? And Andrew's going to point all of these things out. When it comes to crypto, there's a lot of potential, but do your research. I've seen the best results from just dollar cost averaging, not trying to make big moves. Rather than trying to time your buys, do a recurring buy at a low amount that's affordable. Don't over leverage, be responsible, do your own research, because I still think there's a lot of potential, and that's where crypto.com comes in. Trump Media just signed a massive $6.4 billion deal with Yorkville Acquisition Corp and Crypto.com, which is a crypto platform trusted by millions of users worldwide. They're teaming up to acquire up to $6.4 billion in CRO to establish America's first CRO treasury. Trump Media Group CRO strategy. Once complete, this new...
By the way, is this working better? So I just overclocked my VRAM, and if it's working better, let me know, chat. Let me know if it's if the video's running smoother.
Company will be the largest publicly traded CRO holder out there. Head to crypto.com today and be a part of this move. That's crypto.com. We still have a lot of potential upside, I think, in my opinion, but do your own research. Don't over leverage yourself. Like in all things, you need to be responsible, though.
Has Trump actually done that?
Are threats not bad?
No, first of all, hyperbole isn't a threat. That's one.
The Trump administration reached out to Twitter to ask them to remove a tweet by Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife, because she called him a pussy-ass bitch.
And I don't even know if this is true, but let's just assume that it is true. Okay, fine. Yes, that's kind of a silly thing to do, but is that the government forcing them?
Yeah, sure. So let's say someone in the Trump administration or even Trump himself is like, hey, can you take this tweet down? I don't like it. It hurts my feelings, right? Fine. You can condemn it. You can say, it's an abuse of power or something like this. Seems like a kind of vague abuse of power. But there's a distinction when Facebook is being contacted by the Biden administration to tell them to censor all anti-COVID vaccination information, period.
What Andrew's describing actually has ramifications. The stakes are higher.
Yeah,
it's
100%.
actually controlling a narrative.
Again, though, when you're talking about narrative building from the Justice Department, contacting Facebook itself, trying to construct a narrative, how much more fascistic can you get, authoritarianism can you get, than there's a counter narrative out here about COVID. There's a counter narrative here about some of the therapeutics. And by the way, Zuckerberg has since said some of the things that they were saying on the counter side were true. And they were asking us to take these things down. And we complied.
This guy has no option but to concede this. He says, okay, yeah, if that's true, I would agree with you, but we don't have any evidence of that. Andrew points out, well, what about Mark Zuckerberg confirming it?
This is now narrative building. This is, I want you, this giant, enormous media outlet, to build the narrative that my administration wants. And I'm going to use the coercive power of my office to do it. There's a distinction, I think, between that and I don't like this.
Again, if that's exactly what happened, I'd probably be inclined to agree, but there's no evidence of that. The number one, it was
just Zuckerberg saying it.
Suddenly now, there is a difference between hyperbole and action.
It depends very much on the nature of the engagement between the government and Facebook. Again, if they threaten Facebook, if you don't take this down, there will be consequences or something like that, besides just requests or even strong requests.
Now, there's a difference between strong requests and actual action from the government. He's actually exposing his own hypocrisy.
As opposed to the President of the United States, the most powerful man in the world, pressuring a social media company because a celebrity insulted him.
Yeah,
that is indefensibly stupid.
Okay. So it's indefensible if he pressures a celebrity. Okay, by that logic, would it be indefensible if a president suppressed a counter narrative to COVID? Which one has higher stakes?
Does he command a cult of personality? These are factual questions.
Okay, I closed some of the tabs.
This is not, I'm not going to make a whataboutism. I'm going to say, okay, let's start from that presumption that would make Trump a fascist. That would also make Obama or Biden or
You can't sit on your shows and say, this guy's a fascist, he's an authoritarian, he's a dictator, he's a threat to democracy, and then give us nothing.
Neither of these guys know any of this. They cannot begin to even describe spiritual idealism with this philosophy of the human mind. Reality exist as a result of how we perceive it. Gets into a larger conversation that I can guarantee you neither of these two guys want to have.
All right. So, time for the memes, boys. Time for the memes, okay? You guys still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Well, your daughter's driving. You want Cheez-Its?
Dude, I closed a shitload of tabs. Like all the lives that I had up. I don't know what's going on. I'm barely getting any frames right now on my